So picture this. You get to your campsite, it's hot. You go inside your trailer, you go to turn on your air conditioning, nothing. You don't get a thing. Or maybe it's a dispersed camping site. It's pitch black. And you go back to your trailer, open the door to go to turn on the lights. Nothing. No power at all. Your lithium batteries have failed you. Or have they? Lithium batteries are fantastic, especially the LiFePo4 batteries. They hold twice as much power as the same size AGM battery, and then they last 10 times as long. They're really economical in the long run, very easy to use. They do have a glitch though. Or is it a glitch? No, it's not really a glitch. It's just a self-preservation mode on the battery that you need to know about, and you need to know how to handle it. There's been 3 times that our lithium batteries have failed us. They didn't come on when they were supposed to. They just went absolutely dead. The brand of the battery doesn't matter. One time it was with one of these watt cycles. Another time it was a pair of Bouge RV batteries that we had in the trailer. And just recently, and what made me decide to make this video, was the lithium battery in my motorcycle. This lithium battery is not working again. Is it broken, like defective, or is it dead, or what? One time, Linda and I had spent a day as tourists seeing underground Havre, and we spent the day up there, had a great time. That night we went to a boondocking spot we knew about, went back to turn on the lights in the trailer, and there was nothing. The lithium batteries had shut themselves off, both of them. Another time, we were down in Arizona, and I went to turn on the AC, like I mentioned earlier in the video, and the AC wouldn't come on, and nothing would come on, the lights or anything, and the watt cycle battery had turned itself off. Yesterday, Linda and I came back from a motorcycle ride. It was very hot, and we rode up into the mountains where it was cool and beautiful. A little later, while the bike was still hot, I went to restart it to make a little local run, and there was nothing. I went to hit the start button, and the battery was totally dead. But here's what happened in those 3 instances. The first one, when we were up in Havre, and we went to turn on the lights that evening, total blackness, ended up getting out flashlights. What had happened was, it was early on, and we didn't really understand lithium batteries very well. And we had them charging in the trailer from our car's alternator. And the lithium batteries will shut off, turn themselves off, if they get an overcurrent. So we didn't know about DC to DC chargers back then, and we were just going directly from the alternator to the battery like you would with any trailer battery, except with lithium, that's not a good idea. So they had shut themselves off. Down in the desert, when the watt cycle battery quit, I had inadvertently let it go all the way to 0 volts, and the battery turned itself off. The motorcycle. Yesterday, it was an extremely hot day, and I got back and parked the motorcycle in the garage, and then 15 minutes later I went out to start it again, and the battery was dead. Well, it had gotten too hot. So we came, not only was it a hot day, but then after I shut the motorcycle off, that battery's sitting right above the cylinders, and all that heat coming up just caused the battery to shut itself down. It's a self-preservation feature. It's automatic. It's the battery management system, or the BMS, sensing a voltage overload, or maybe an undercurrent, like discharging the battery too much, or heat. Those 3 things will shut a lithium battery off. And you need to be prepared to deal with that if you're traveling with a lithium battery. What are you going to do? To turn a lithium battery back on, you have to introduce some current to it. Like, for example, you may be able to do it just by hooking them up to your solar panels. In the case of these watt cycle batteries, I had to really put a lot of current into it. In the watt cycle battery, just a little trickle charge didn't turn it back on again. I actually had to hook it up to a very big battery charger that puts out up to 100 amps. And I had to just zap it for a second and boom, turned it on again. In those Bouge RV batteries that quit on us, now remember, I mentioned brand names here, but it really has nothing to do with brand. It's any LiFePo4 battery will do this. But that night, down south of Havre in our dispersed camping spot, I needed to turn the lights back on in the trailer so I could see what was going on. And I went up to the truck and I turned on the ignition and started the engine, and that surge of current turned the batteries back on again. Lucky for us, because we really didn't know what had gone on. We were just like, oh, they're on again. Yeah, well, just because they got a little charge, all of a sudden it was the charge that turned them off, an overcharge, but it was also a charge that turned them back on again. In the motorcycles, it was different. Well, the day after I shot this video, Linda and I went for a bike ride, and when we got back, the problem happened in real time. So here you get to see. This lithium battery is not working again. Is it broken, like defective, or is it dead, or what? That. We just got back from a ride. The bike is hot. It's a hot day. And once again, I didn't change this battery out yet, but the heat came up underneath here, heated this lithium battery up, and it's dead. Let me show you something. I'll turn the camera off while I get the seat off. Get the cover off the battery. Harbor Freight, for all your favorite tools. Okay, I've got the cover off. I'm just going to attach a jump starter to this. That. Turn this on. That should do it. Let's see here, make sure I'm on the metal of the terminal. Okay, I'm just putting the jump starter on it, make sure it's on the metal of the terminal. Okay, it says it's ready. You just put a little shock into the battery. I'm going to turn this off, take the jump starter off. Now without turning the camera off, I'm just going to turn it up over here so you can see what I'm doing. Key on. Hit start. Everything's fine and dandy. So there you go. The heat shut the battery off, made the battery look and act like it was totally dead. It was just turned off. And to turn it back on again, you have to zap it with a jump starter. And that could happen in your, like I mentioned, it can happen in your RV with your RV batteries if they get a little too much voltage, or if you run them dead, or if they overheat somehow, which happened to us. Inside your RV can get really hot when you're not there. It can just turn itself off. To turn it back on, you have to jump it or put a battery charger on it for just a second to turn them on again. There's proof. Okay, so I just installed this EverStart battery, bought at Walmart. Why? Because Walmarts are all over the place. So if I have a problem, I can just go in and get it taken care of. This battery has 385 cold cranking amps. The one I took out has 800. Big difference. The battery I put in, the AGM, weighs about 20 pounds. This one weighs less than 5 pounds. There's definitely a lot to be said for a lithium battery, unless they won't work. Well, I can tell you that it didn't crank over as fast, but it cranked over fast enough. We're good to go. So my intention isn't to badmouth lithium batteries at all. They're excellent batteries. The battery I took out of here had 2.5 times more cranking power, and it would outlast this AGM battery 10 to 1. Literally, this AGM battery is good for a year. A lithium battery is good for like 10 years. No comparison there, as long as it works. I just wanted to show you what to do in case your lithium battery turns itself off. I like this jump starter. They still sell these. This is called a Gulu. I did a review on it years ago. I never travel without this. It'll also run my laptop and charge your phone and do all this, but it's a bigger jump starter, very capable. So I'll put a link to this down in the video description. But that's what I use to turn this battery back on. And what I'm telling you is, if you've got lithium batteries in your RV, or sometimes people put them in their vehicles, you should have a way to turn it back on again, something like a jump starter to zap it back into life, especially if you're out remote somewhere and your lithium battery gets overheated or experiences a deviation in the charging voltage from your alternator or something like that. You're going to want to be able to restart it or turn it back on again. And that's all it is. They shut themselves off to protect themselves. So I don't think I want to use lithium batteries in my vehicles. But you sure can't beat them for RV use. They're just perfect. So the moral to this story is, if you're using lithium batteries in your RV or in your vehicle, make sure you've got a jump starter to turn them back on again. I carry this one in the truck. In the motorcycle, I carry a small jump starter just to have along and make sure that it's got juice in it. Be sure you charge it before you head out on a trip. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that subscribe button. That really helps us. And if you watch this channel, please subscribe. We'd appreciate it. In the meantime, we'll see you around.